Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They continually rule very well. And on Shalom to the whole feet elect that's continually plowing, that's continually laboring in this truth, in all faith and sincerity, and giving all diligence. Now, the topic of this video is going to be the first part of the series entitled Prepare War, in which the subtitle to this video is going to be entitled The Gathering of the Nations, because it's within the mind of the Most High, whom these people initially call God, and also who these people initially call Jesus Christ, which that's not his name, which the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and his son's name Yahweh Shai. It's in the mind of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai to gather up the nations to prepare war. All right, because that's how this place, which is these people call America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures, the King James Bible 1611. This is how this place is going to get taken out in this next coming war. All right, because see, back then, you never really hear too much about World War III. They thought that America was going to go on forever. There's going to be no more wars. All right, but lo and behold, here we are. All right, we're in the intro to World War III. All right, and you're seeing the nations being gathered together for battle. All right, and war is being prepared. You see Russia flexing their muscles, China flexing their muscles. All right, you even got North Korea, you got Iran. All right, you got these different nations gathering themselves together for war. All right, because once again, is in the mind and the will of the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai to bring about this next coming war, which is known as World War III. All right, but not to go on too much longer, I want to go ahead and jump into the book of, let's see, that's Joel. Let me get the book of Zephaniah first before I get Joel. Like you. All right, this is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, until the day that I rise up to the prey." All right, and that's what we're waiting on, man. We're waiting on for the Most High. Or we're waiting on Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai to rise up to the prey. And who's the prey? These other nations, including Esau, man. All right, because Yahweh Shai, who these people here call Jesus, he's known as the Lion of the tribe of Judah. All right, so that Lion of the tribe of Judah is gonna rise up to the prey. All right, which is these other nations, which the main nation that he have his sights on is Esau, or Edom, which is the so-called white man. All right, it says, "For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms." All right, so it's telling you right here, man, is in the determination of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai to gather the nations together for war. All right, so that this World War III can commence, and that this kingdom is destroyed. All right, because this kingdom has gone on for long enough, man. It's overstepped its time here on the planet Earth. All right, America has overstayed its welcome. All right, it's about time for America to bite the dust, man. All right, So it says, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation. See? Because the indignation, you go into the word indignation, it means righteous anger. All right? So like it says, man, it says to pour upon them my indignation, which is righteous anger, even all my fierce anger, once again, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. See? And that's how this place America was, once again, Babylon the Great in the scriptures. That's how it's going to get taken out by fire. All right? Because it's the determination of the Lord to pour upon this place his fierce indignation and wrath. All right? Because, see, man, America has a lot to pay for, man. This place, and the ones who have established America, all right, they have to pay. I'm talking about you Edomites, starting with you elites, you so-called elites, the banking family, starting with the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, and then the list goes on, man. All right, you all have to pay for what you did to the nation of Israel. All right, and you have to pay for what you've done to the planet Earth, because the Earth is languishing. Okay. It says for I'll read this part again. It says for all the earth shall be devoured, which is the last part of this verse. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. All right. Now I'm gonna go to the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. All right. And see, what he means by that is that the Lord remembers the captivity of the nation of Israel. All right. The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, because like it says in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33, it says Judah and Israel were oppressed together. All right. So we all went into captivity as a nation, man. All right. So the Lord remembers that captivity. Right, if you go into the book of Ecclesiastes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's chapter 3. All right, correct me if I'm wrong, but it says the Lord requires that which is past. All right, and He requires that harsh slavery, enslavement of our people. All right, and the Lord has to deal out that harsh judgment, man, for all the atrocities that you Edomites have done to the children of Israel. All right. Verse 2, it says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. So all those nations are being brought together, gathered together, and they're being brought down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which that's already happening, because the valley of Jehoshaphat, if you go into the word Jehoshaphat, it means Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Most High's judgment. All right. So that's why the Lord wants these nations to come to prepare themselves and to gather themselves and get themselves into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat. All right, because this is the last go around, man. This is the war to end all wars. Okay. And that valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat, is located in the Middle East. All right. Now I showed a picture of it. Go back to it. Yeah, it's in that part. All right. Because it speaks about the valley of Jehoshaphat and where it's located. All right. About saying, roughly paraphrase, it says hinder parts towards the East Sea. All right. So that's where the nations have gathered themselves together for battle, man. All right. You know, they speak about, North Korea, saying that, North Korea, this and that. They're making a big stir up about North Korea. Well, the thing is that North Korea is not going to make its move unless China say so. All right. If you know anything about geopolitics, all right, in those type of subjects, you will realize that really China is over North Korea. All right. But America is over South Korea. All right. That's why you see North Korea and South Korea. You know, that's why you have that division there. All right. So North Korea, if whenever it wants to have its supplies, nuclear capabilities and things like that, well, they have to pretty much go through China to do that, man. If China wasn't with it, then China would have done away with it a long time ago, man. But you see, the thing is that this is all a part of the master plan, so to speak. All right. And only the election, 144,000 of the nation of Israel is going to understand that, man. All right? Because you're now witnessing the prophecies unfold, man. All right? Now, going back to Joel chapter 3, verse 2, it says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel. All right? Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Verse 3, and they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine. All right, it's talking about you Edomites, man. All right, you so-called white people, the so-called white man, the other white meat. All right. Now, going further down. So keep going. As verse 9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. All right, talking about the other nations. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. That all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. All right. So that's where the main title comes from, prepare war, which is Joel chapter 3, verse 9, because we're in those times, man. Okay? It says, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right? So you see all these different nations putting in their resources into making more weapons, all right, and beefing up their nuclear capabilities, man. All right, because see, everybody has the bomb now, man. All right, it's not just America, you know, like they used to have back during the time of when they had the atomic bomb and they dropped it on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. All right, now everybody's got the bomb now. Everybody has the pistol. All right, so the other world powers, now they have that same capabilities as America has, man. That's why America can't really do anything, man. They might throw out sanctions here and there, all right, which really it doesn't mean anything to these other nations, because still, or should I say, these other nations are making moves to cut off those different treaties, you know, so to speak, you know, for lack of a better term, and those different deals that they have with America, you know, with the West, and they're setting up their own system. Okay, so when this thing goes down, you know, then there'll be no excuse. All right. And rightfully so, man, because America, you know, America's been breaking treaties for a long, long time, man. Going all the way back to the Gadites and the Reubenites. All right, those two tribes of the nation of Israel, which are so-called Native American Indians. Okay. Now, verse 11 says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. All right. Talking about those superpowers, man. All right, the mighty men. All right, which the main ones of that lot is Russia. All right, Because the thing is that the Cold War never ended, man. Even Vladimir Putin made mention of that. He said he mentioned that the Cold War had never ended, man. Yeah, they never really settled on that deal. So it's still up in the air. So they can bring back those old wounds if they wanted to. Okay. It says, verse 13, it says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. See, that's where you get the word Yehoshaphat from, Yahweh's judgment. All right, so it said, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay. Verse 13, it says, put ye in a sickle, for the harvest is ripe. All right, so this place, America, is ripe to be destroyed, man. It's almost out the door. All right, it's been ready for a long time now, man, to be destroyed. All right, but see, the Lord is allowing this place to reach its peak, like the very top of wickedness that it can reach. All right, so the Lord can go ahead and destroy this place. All right, because whenever you see something new happening every week, some new type of wickedness come up, that's a new height for America, man. Okay, that's why the Lord mentioned Esau, which is a so-called white man, once again being the board of wickedness. Okay, and whom the Lord have indignation forever. So Reno, it says, come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. All right. Verse 14, multitudes in the valley of decision, which the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. The valley of Yahweh's judgment. For the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is near in the valley of decision. All right. Now I want to go on from there. I want to get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and I'm gonna start at verse 28, and then I'm gonna close it on out. It reads, "Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes." All right, now the modern day Medes is the Russians. All right, because in that region, which is known as in the scriptures as the land of the north. Because back in the ancient world, you had Israel in that part of the Middle East, and then you had the North Country, which the North Country would belong to the Medes. So the modern day Medes that's still in that same region today is the Russians. Okay, so verse 28 says, "Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant." Man, that's man, that let you know, man, the Lord is determined to make this place desolate, so that nobody can live here. All right, it's never going to be inhabited after everything is said and done, man. So the gathering of the nations has begun. All right, and we're going to continue to watch these as things move forward, and as those war drums beat louder and louder. So that wraps up the video. Lord willing, I can be edified with this lesson, this part of the series, and to the next part. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They continue to rule very well. And peace and safety to the hopefully elect that's continually laboring in this truth, that's giving all diligence and all faith, true sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.